Hey, I'm back, and a test as promised of this little devil, the SONICAKE Sonic Bar Rockstage amp. And everything you just heard was played through that. Coming up. First of all, let me just say, sorry it's been a while. It's been a week longer than usual. I try to release a video every week for you guys, but this last week I've been away. Hopefully I look a better colour. And I did try to do a timed release video of this SONICAKE Rockstage multi-pedal, but I just was not happy with, I rushed it before I went away, and I just really was not happy with the results. And so I decided to come back and do it again for you, because content is more important than frequency, I think, according to my subs anyway. Talking of which, very, very soon, live show coming up to announce the name of this channel. The new or continued name? We'll find out on the live show really soon. I'll be announcing that probably in the next video, because again, I've got back and I've got quite a backlog of things to do here in the UK, and so I want it again to be something that I can prepare for and get a few videos to insert and slot in as I usually do for you. So today, SONICAKE Rockstage, they call it the Sonic Bar Rockstage, and it is quite the 80s gem. I'm really quite impressed with it for the money. I think it cost 63 UK pounds, and for that you do get quite a bit of kit, quite a bit of gear. The most important thing is the cabinet simulator, which I think, well, let me just show you really quickly, because I will be doing a demo of the whole thing in a moment. But if I just give you that last tone that I had, which only involves the reverb, the delay and the chorus, and originally I had the rock. But if I take, well, let's take that sound without the cab simulator. So here's with. And here's without. I think you can see it does make a huge, huge difference to the sound. Anyway, I am now going to take you over so that you can look direct at this as I'm noodling about with it. And let's delve a bit deeper into this my first, I think, review of a pedal, although not my first review of a multi-effects, because I did the Boss GT 100, of course, which I don't play that often now, but this I'm going to be demoing today just direct into the board, but I've had another superb idea for where this could come in absolutely, vitally, brilliantly in my setup, but that'll be another video. Anyway, let's have a look at this.
China Guitar Sceptic.
So here we have the exact settings that I was just playing with, and as you can see, I've got everything on. I've got the reverb on, and I've got that to about 11 o'clock. I've got the delay on. The blend is at about 11:30, almost 12. The repeat is at just after 9 o'clock. Time is exactly up 12 o'clock. Volume on the rock amp is a little towards 1. Tone is dead center, 12 o'clock, and gain is also over towards 1. And the chorus, speed and duration, speed is as slow as we can get it, and depth is as wide as we can get it, which gives us that sound that I tried at the start, which is the... So that is just with the PRS SE Custom 24 that I've showed you all before, and I'm on the bridge pickup, just everything full throttled. The only downside so far that I've found with this is it is a little bit noisy. So if I turn the volume up without playing anything, you can hear that it is noisy, and when I recorded it before, the cabinet simulator made a difference. So, but it's not major, and most of it comes from the rock amp, as you can imagine. So it's a pretty clean sounding device with just the reverb, delay and chorus on, as you can hear. I'll put it in the middle position, both pickups. It sounds lovely tapped when I tap the coil. As you can see, it's got all these features that you would look for as a standard setup for a guitar player. I would think that reverb would be on most things that you do. You'd occasionally want to use a bit of delay, especially with the sort of 80s tone that this gives you. The rock amp actually is quite impressive. We'll have a listen to each individual on their own, and of course chorus. That's something that we all use. So, but for the time being, we'll just start off running one effect at a time, and I'm just going to do everything on the middle position without the coil tap in place. So with the reverb right down but on, you get nothing. In fact, let's hear it without the cabinet simulator. Let's have completely direct tone. So the cabinet simulator adds a little bit of bass and just knocks off the top end of treble a touch just to shape it. So going up to 9 o'clock, adding the reverb in, just subtle reverb. And this puts me in mind of a spring type reverb. I don't know what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. Perhaps not so much of a spring until you get up a bit higher. We'll go for the 12 o'clock position, which is half the effect in. Okay, and we'll now take it to about 2 o'clock. That's where you can hear that kind of almost slap back that you get from a spring reverb, the delay that you get from a spring reverb. So as it goes up, it reminds me more of a spring reverb. Okay, and then full up. As you can see, that's lasting about 3 seconds, and it's quite a nice, subtle, usable reverb. I like it at around 11 o'clock. Just adds enough reverb to make it sound like the guitar's in the room. Okay, so that's the reverb. The delay. We'll start by turning everything right the way down. So, again, nothing. What we have is we have blend, repeat, and time. So, just for now, we'll put it up to about 9 o'clock on repeat and blend at 12 o'clock, which means equal amounts, I would think. Oh, no, maybe not. That was because it was so fast. The delay time, actually, the best way to show you that is to put the repeats up a little bit more. So you get... Hear how fast that is? Just slow it down a touch. Let's just put everything at 12 o'clock and give you the standard sort of delay setting. Okay, turning the blend right up, that gives you exactly the same level on the repeat. And if we just want one repeat, we turn the repeats right the way down, and you just get one, which is good for your Flight of the Bumblebee type stuff. As you can see, there you go. So, a nice usable delay, and again, I find that this one is best with all the settings other than the repeat set to midday and the repeat set down to about 10 o'clock. That gives me just a little bit of tailing off delay. So that is the delay. The rock amp. Now, this I'm going to change to the bridge pickup, but let's start again with everything. Well, actually, tone wants to be at 12 o'clock to be neutral. So we'll start with just, obviously, volume down 0. It's not going to do anything. So that's with the volume at midday. Not quite a true bypass, but it pretty much does nothing until you start increasing the gain. So that's really low down. We'll have that at 9 o'clock. So that is really just a kind of a little crunchy tone. But actually listen to it without the cabinet simulator, because this really does show how the cab sim assists this pedal. That's with it off, and with it on. So you can really hear the difference there. Let's take the gain up to about 11 o'clock, and it's a bit more crunchy there. Really quite a usable gain. There you go. And so we then get to 12 o'clock, and this is pretty much where I have it set to for my 80s style. So this is 12 o'clock. As you can hear, that's got quite a real sort of crunch amp tone. It does remind me, just ever so slightly, of a cranked Marshall. But I wouldn't say like the JCM 800 range or a JTM 45. I'm not quite sure what you'd call it, but let me know in the comments what you think it sounds like. I think the Rock amp is pretty usable. Okay, we will take the gain up now to about 3 o'clock, and it starts to get a little more saturated. But it still doesn't get to the stage, really, even on full, where you would have that saturation that you want for sort of modern amp sounds and thrash and metal and all that good stuff. But it does get up there and gives you quite a distorted tone. But I like it up around just past midnight. And of course that sounds great once you add a little bit of reverb in. So there is the rock sound. Okay, so having done the rock sound, let's have a quick listen to the chorus. So at the minute I've got it nice and wide. I'm going to go back into the middle position on the pickups selector. Really is quite subtle. And obviously the depth is maximum there. If we take the depth down to 0, it really just thickens the sound up a touch. Widen that depth. And of course, with the speed you can do all the usual tricks. It's taken up to 9 o'clock, both 9 and 3, that's another standard setting for chorus. It's got quite a nice usable chorus. Let's take the speed up to 12 o'clock and the depth up to 12 o'clock. As you can see, it's quite a usable. Let's take the speed up to 3 o'clock. You start to get that shimmering type chorus. And finally, right the way up. So you get almost that Leslie type sound. And of course, if you want to go completely mad, maximum depth, maximum speed. Though why anybody would ever want to use that, I'm never sure. I like it at about 9 and 3 o'clock. Just subtle that with the reverb again. Just really nice and subtle. And the effects, I have to say, blend really well as well. If we put on the 3, keep it clean for the moment, they do blend. Need to tune my guitar quickly, bear with me.
One man, one channel, one desire for truth about quality guitars. China Guitar Sceptic.
So that's a bit better. Sorry about that. Had my guitar slipped out of tune while I was noodling about earlier. So, combined, they do sound quite nice effects. I don't much use chorus with a rock tone, but do use it with reverb. Not sure that's... Yeah, actually the volume at the center keeps it the same volume. So what I'm thinking with the next demo of this is that this would be really great through the effects loop of the Dark Terror. And I'm going to try that in the next video for you and see what it sounds like. But I think it's going to be really quite nice. Oh, sorry, you can hear that nasty buzz in the background. It does have a bit of noise to this. I will be straight with you on that. Great thing is it comes with a very, very long DC 9-volt cable. And it's pretty simple and straightforward. There's not much to it. But all of those controls are nice and easy. And the thing is with this that I've found so far is it's actually got quite nice usable tones. The rock amp isn't the best tone, but I think if it's used as a boost for solo in the effects stage of the Dark Terror, it will give a great little boost to the tone. And to have a delay and reverb and chorus available to me would be really cool. So let's have a little bit of go with the delay on as well. To the neck pickup for this. With the bridge. And where this really does sort of kick in with that 80s sound is when you do add the chorus in. I'm not going to insult Eddie by saying it sounds a little Eddie Van Halen-ish because it's nowhere near his tone, but it is that kind of 80s chorused distortion which you hear in all that good stuff. Idea why I decided to play some Whitesnake when I was talking about Eddie, but hey, it's 80s as well, isn't it? It's that sort of tone that we got back then. Slightly better without the delay on, to be fair. Sorry for my appalling Van Halen there. I'm not sure if that's the right way to play it or not, but there we are. It's that sort of tone, isn't it? So anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this slightly better. Hopefully it's better. I'm a little happier with it, and a little more comprehensive demo of this SONICAKE Rockstage combined stage effects.
China Guitar Sceptic.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this demo of the SONICAKE Rockstage. I've definitely enjoyed it. I hope it's a little bit better than the first one I did before I went away, and I'm glad I waited to do it properly, and I hope you are as well. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments down below what you think, and I'll look forward to reading them. And I will be back soon doing a demo of the SONICAKE Rockstage through the effects loop of the Orange Dark Terror, which is where I think it may well bring that to a new use and a new life. I think that may be something that I might even use on a regular basis. Anyway, there it is. There's the review, the playthrough. Sorry to those of you that were expecting that as part of the unboxing, but that's why it was titled Unboxing. I just want to add one last thing, which is that I'm still getting a lot of comments about me buying knockoff fake Chinese guitars. Let me just reiterate again, because I've replied to so many comments recently, probably from the new sort of couple of 3,000 subscribers, but I haven't bought a fake since 6 months after this channel started, so 4.5, nearly 5 years ago now. In fact, it is 5 years, it's over 5 years. I will do a demo of each of those again 5 years on, because some of them are out and I still play one or two of them. But I bought 2 Gibson Les Paul style fakes, I bought 2 PRS style fakes, and I bought 1 Martin D45 style fake. Every other guitar that I bought didn't have any trademark infringements on. They had my logo on the headstock and things which differentiated them from a direct fake. So I bought 5 fake guitars 5 years ago. And that was to show you and to compare and contrast a couple of options of each. I didn't even do a second option of the Martin. But no, I'm not still buying them. And those of you that are regulars to the channel will know that I don't condone it or endorse it, but I also don't tell you not to do stuff, because at the end of the day, that's your choice, that's your decision. And if you're happy and the ethics sit right with you, fill your boots. Nothing to do with me. I'm just telling you that they're not worth the money, that's all. And I did that, and that's all done, which is why we're thinking about changing the channel name, isn't it? But I'll be back soon with that live video, with the video of this through the Orange. And in the meantime, folks, you take good care, my friends. About the 5th outtake.